Next, I'm going to do is to post images or video files into the database. So for that, I'm going to create a new component named file post.js. Next, I'm going to do is to copy the whole thing from the post component into this file post as like this way. Then I'm giving here file post. Here I'm going to remove this text field. Next, I'm going to call this file post component in the middle component. We have already called the post component here. So I'm going to call this file post below this post component as like this way. Next, I'm going to define another ref, that is file post ref. As useref. Next, I'm going to do is I'm going to give the on click in the three image tag, that is here and here. And I'm going to change this into file post ref. And here I'm going to give the ref as file post ref. Okay. Next, I'm going to the file post component, and I'm going to do is to use the file upload input or the input type file. So now you can see that whenever I click this image button, this model will be shown. Here you can see that there is a file type input. So next I'm going to do is I'm going to define a ref inside this file post component. So I'm going to define a ref, that is const file ref, which is equal to useref. Now, the next I'm going to do is I'm going to assign this ref into this input field as like this way. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to give this on click of this ref inside the open model button. So here we have called the function open model. So I'm going to give the file ref dot current dot click function here. Next I'm going to do is to put this file ref dot current dot click inside this set timeout function by giving 1 second here. So I'm going to put this inside this set timeout, and next I'm going to click on this image icon. At that time you can see that window for choose the file to upload will be open. Okay. Next I'm going to do is to hide this choose file input. So for that I'm going to give a style, that is in the style attribute I'm going to give as display none. So now you can see that it is hidden. Okay. So I'm going to remove this text from here. Then next I'm going to do is I'm going to define a new state, file, set file, and I'm going to use this set file in the input field. So here in the on change of this input field, I'm going to use this set file as like this way. And here I am going to take the event and I'm giving the URL dot create object URL, and inside this I'm going to give the e dot target dot files as like this way. Next I'm going to show this file as a preview here. So for that I'm going to use the image tag as like this way, and I'm giving this preview, that is file, here. So now you can see that I'm going to click this image icon, then I'm going to select an image. At that time you can see that it is shown here. So I'm going to put this below this image. So for that I'm going to give the br tag as like this way. So now you can see that this is a structure. So next what I'm going to do is here in the component you can see that there is already a function, that is add post, which have already defined in the post component. So here in the post component we can see that they have given the text post, username, designation and profile images to the database. So from this file post component I'm going to give the file post also into this database. So here I'm going to give as a new file post as like this way, and I'm going to add the file that is from here. Actually we are not adding these text post, username, designation, profile image from this file post component. So I'm going to remove these four things from here. So now only file post or file is only added to the database from this component. Next I'm going to remove text. Next I'm going to remove this user data which we are not using here, and also I'm going to remove this function. Okay, so now you can see that this is the structure of file post component. So I'm going to click on this image icon again. At that time you can see that this, and I'm going to click on the done button. So at that time you can see that a new post will be added which contains the file that we uploaded. Next I'm going to do is to show the post in the home page. So in the middle component we have already used the card media as like this way. So we have written a condition randomly, that is post.photo. I'm going to change that post dot that to post dot file. So here you can see that it is file post. So I'm giving as post dot file post. So if the post dot file post is available, then it will show the card media post. It shows the post dot file post Otherwise, it will show the default image. So here you can see that here it is showing the file that we have uploaded. Okay. Here in the file post component, we need to pass the designation, profile image and username also as like that in the post component. So we don't want to pass the text to post as like that of post component. So I'm going to copy these three things and to paste it here, which we have removed before. Okay, as like this way. So when we are adding these username, designation and profile image to the database, we need to give the user data here. So for that, we need to define that functions get user, and also you need to call that in the user file. So I'm going to copy these two things and also this state, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Next, I'm going to give a style in the image tag as like this way. So I'm giving as width 500 px, and I'm going to post an image as like that of before. So I'm going to click or select another image. I'm going to click on the done button. That time you can see that here new post is shown in the home page. So here next I'm going to do is in the home component I'm going to give the height as 100%. Okay, so we have posted two images. So like that we can post different image as like this way. At that time we can see that in the database as of now it is showing designation and profile image username along with the file post. So that's why we can see the name and profile image here. Profile image here.